Hi, this is Kaery with Kaery Concealed and the Active Self-Protection Extra channel. And since we've been talking about ear protection, I thought, why not just talk for a minute about eye protection as well? We don't want the eye protection to feel left out. So let's talk a little bit about it when we come back. Welcome back. All right, well, the first thing I'd like to mention about eye protection is no matter what kind of eye protection you use, I strongly recommend these. I found out about these from one of the best firearm trainers in the country, and his name is Mr. Adam Boyce of Spartan Mode, and he is a phenomenal trainer and a very smart human as well. He shared some of these with me at Mr. Riley's Pistol IQ class a year or so ago in Phoenix, and I was hooked ever since. When you order them from Amazon, I want to say it's like $10 or $12. You get this whole big box of like 200 of them, and I like that they're individually packaged so that I can easily throw some in my range bag or my backpack or whatever. But it's just a little fold-out wipe that you can use and clean the lens. I like it leaves no residue or anything like that at all in the glasses. And they also work well for my optics as well, for my dots on my guns too, if they get a little belly button lint in them or whatever from concealed carry. So I like the good stuff here. They're called Zeiss lens wipes. Let's also talk about different types. So there's all kinds of different types of ear pro out there, or ear pro. What am I talking about? There's all kinds of different, well, there is different ear pro, but there's also lots of different eye pro. And my absolute favorite for my students is this 3-pack that comes from Peltor. And I have a ton of these. And the reason I like them is, first of all, in the 3-pack, you get the different colored lenses, which is great. I seem to see best with a yellow lens, even if it's bright outside. For some reason, a yellow lens works really well for me on the range. But I like that it comes in the 3-pack like this. And they used to be $10 to $12 on Amazon. The thing I like about these is they fit smaller framed faces. Woo, goodness. Even though they're adult-sized glasses, they still fit. There's a little bit of a wraparound to them, which is very comfortable for folks. And then this is my favorite part, and that is the really flexible, bendable side pieces, the arms, because when they have ear protection on over those, these just flex nicely inward, and they're just very, very comfortable, and they've been really durable too. So those are my favorite, Peltor 3-pack of Ear Pro. Another set of, actually these are kind of funny, but these were at an event. One of the Friends of the NRA guys had a bunch of these and said, hey, if anybody wants extra eye pros, go ahead and take some. So lots of people took them, and as we were buttoning things up at the end, everybody was gone. There was still a huge pile of them sitting there, and the guy said, hey, you do me a favor if you took these with you. And I said, okay. So I did. So I took, I don't know, there were probably 20 or 30 pair there in the box. But these are actually great and quite durable and quite comfortable. They're super lightweight. They do have a little bit of a mirrored lens on them. Some folks don't like that. But for student loaners, they work really well. Another thing that has worked well for me to have in my bag for students are frames like this that allow you to adjust the arm length. So there's a little adjuster there, and you just pull them out or push them in to adjust the length of the arms. And these have actually worked well for some younger or smaller students who have little tiny heads, big brains but tiny heads. But these arms have adjustable have worked really well. These are these were actually sent to me by Mr. Mike Bechtel at SSP Eyewear. Great company, great guy, absolutely supports the shooting sports, and man, what he does for hunters at around here is just mind-blowing. These have been nice to have. I have a couple pair of these. At first I thought they were kind of weird and maybe even a little bit weird looking. But I realized that I had a number of students that would come that wore glasses already. And although the glasses that they were wearing, prescription glasses they wore, had adequate eye protection, I'm not going to go into the parameters for that, but I ask them to check before they come to class with their optometrist if that's something that they're concerned about. So anyway, they still wanted to keep their glasses on, but they also wanted something over them. They were afraid that something might chip the lens of their prescription glasses, which is great. So these are nice because these actually go over your regular glasses. So there you go. And they have a little bit of foam there to make them a little more comfortable, and kind of bridge that gap as well. So those are handy to have in my bag. And then my all-time favorite eye pro for my students to have on hand are some that I loaned out to a fellow instructor, and I don't actually have them with me today, but I can talk about them a little bit. And they're the SSP eyewear top focals, and I wouldn't have known about these had Mike Bechtel at SSP eyewear not sent them to me to try out for my learners. But what I like is it comes as a kit, and instead of having a magnifier down low and lens like we have for reading, the magnifier is actually at the top, so that if I have somebody who needs readers or that type of thing to see at arm's length, rather than having to do this in order to be able to see their sight, they can just look straight ahead, and the magnification is in the top half of the lens here. So these are actually something that Masada Yu recommends. I heard him recommend these this summer. Not necessarily this brand, but just the bifocal at the top. And optometrists for years have been making lenses like this for people. I remember one of the sheriffs that my dad worked under had those in the 80s. So anyway, that's something you can do also. So now let me tell you about my favorite. I found, so for some reason, I have a hard time finding glasses for me to fit me unless I'm in the children's section, which is great. And that's actually not a joke. When I went to Costco to get glasses a couple of years ago, they pointed me toward the couple pair that they thought would work for me, and they assured me they weren't children's glasses, but they ended up being children's glasses, but that's totally fine. So I have a narrower face, I guess, or head, and so for me, a lot of the eye protection for adults is very wide on my face, which is even more uncomfortable if I'm wearing over-ear protection. So when I ended up with youth frames for my prescription glasses a number of years ago, I thought, man, I wonder if they make youth sunglasses. And if so, do they have replacement lenses and that sort of thing? And lo and behold, I stumbled across a pair of, actually, this was in like 2015 or 16 or 17, something like that. Maybe even 2013, when I was in Phoenix for my very first Rangemaster class, my first and only Rangemaster class. I had to stop into one of the sporting goods stores, Dick's Sporting Goods, and they had some youth frame glasses that were on sale. I think they were like $30. They were normally like $105 or something, and they're Oakley brand. And I thought, well, those will be, good lenses for sure. So I got those, and I was really excited. Now these had sunglasses lenses in them, but I was really excited to find that I could get replacement lenses for them very easily. So on Amazon, you can just buy a third-party, off-brand replacement lens that's still great optics through it. And I've found that the youth glasses are much less expensive than the adult size. And most of the time you can find them on sale for hardly anything. Now these came with these lenses on them, which are very loud for me. And they also had these earpieces on them that were quite bright as well. So I decided to, I ordered these online. They were on clearance for about $35. Again, these are Oakley brand, not that really matters, but I was able to find a replacement lens for them that was about $20. So for under $50, I was able to get a good quality youth model sunglasses, for shooting as well, that are very, very comfortable for me. So you can replace the socks on them if you want to, if you don't like the colors they come with, or they just get gross. Mine get kind of gross sometimes. I don't know if it's I don't use a lot of hair products, but these still get really gross even if I wipe them down. But it's nice to be able to replace them every couple of years. They just seem to stay on my head a little bit better. So anyway, youth models, sunglasses have worked really well for me over the years, and I just thought I'd share that with you. If you have some input about eye protection that's worked well for you, please share it with us. We'd love to know, and I'm sure folks in the comments would like to know also. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.